What's up people, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to be doing a map test, also known as an MAP test, also known as a ramp test, also known as a VO2 max test. Now, to really understand your VO2 max, you do need to be hooked up to the mask, and it needs to be done in a lab, and it does need blood samples and things like that. So it's not really going to be a VO2 max test. It can still help you gauge your performance. If anyone doesn't know what a VO2 max test is a measurement of how efficient your body is at intaking oxygen, transferring that into your muscles. I also referred it as a MAP test. A MAP test is basically a maximal aerobic power test. The highest peak of oxygen uptake your body can obtain during exercise. Now what I mean by that is how hard you can work and still take in oxygen so you can actually process and work your body. There's a lot of different procedures you can do for this test. There's a lot of different ways you can calculate it. However, I downloaded a document that's got the British cycling procedure on it, so I'm going to use that. What that means is you start at 25 watts and you gradually increase your wattage from 25 watts until you cannot do it anymore. However, that's for non-elite males. For elite males, you have to increase it by 20. For females, it's 15. So you do start with 15, go to 30, go to 45 and carry on until you can't do it anymore. So those three, so basically it's the same test, but depending on if you're an elite male, non-elite male or a female, depends on the increments you have to adjust each step. What I mean by step is 25 watts for a minute, and then go to 50 for 1 minute, and then go to 75 for 1 minute, and so on. So what I've done is I've actually made a workout on Zwift. As you'll see here, I'm going to select workouts, and I've created a British Cycling MAP test. Altogether it says I'm going to do about 52 TSS, so it's not too demanding in terms of stress points. What I've done here is I've done quite a good ramp up warm-up test, but I haven't done it so I'm going over my threshold. I don't want to stress my body out too much, but I do want to stress my body out a little bit so it kind of gets used to what I'm going to be about to do. Here is, I don't expect to get to 475 watts. Okay, I've just done it in case. I'm purposely overestimating simply so I know for a fact that if I can do it, it's there for me to do. So when this gets to about 300 watts, it's going to creep up on you because now it's just really easy. It's chilled out. But 300 watts is just going to start like hitting you a little bit. Done. I didn't get to 450, so my cut-off point was 425. I was able to hold it for more than 30 seconds. So I'm going to use 425 as my cut-off point.
Okay guys, so I've just done the test. What you'll see here is the document that I downloaded, Semi-Pro Cycling. If you just go to the website, you give them the email address, they give you this document. How legit the VO2 max calculations are, I'm not 100% sure, but we're not really looking at the VO2 max, we're looking more about the maximal aerobic power, just to gauge on performance based on power output and also heart rate at that power output. So if you go down, you'll see there's the elite male test recording sheet for British cycling with 20 watt increments. You'll see the female version here with the 15 watt increments, and you see the non-elite male with 25 watt increments. You can work out your VO2 max based on your power output. You can also work out the amount of oxygen in milliliters per kilogram each minute based on the results as well. Again, it's not going to be that scientific, it's not going to have all the data you need because we're not in a laboratory, we don't have the oxygen mask and things, but mine would be 0.014 times 425 watts, which equals 5.95. Then I take that 5.95 and 0.044 plus 5.95 equals 639. So apparently my VO2 max is 6.39. Now to find out your milliliters per kilogram each minute, what you need to do there is basically add in your weight. So my VO2 max was 6.39. So you take that 6.39 and you times it by 1000, which will give you 6,390. And then you take 6,390 and divide it by your weight in kilograms. Mine is 79. That gives me 80.88 milliliters per kilogram per minute. And that's pretty much your VO2 calculation. How specific they are and so on, again, I'm not sure, but we're more to do with heart rate and power output. So as you see on the table here, next to the wattage is the heart rate. So what you can do is you can mark 425 because that's where I failed the test. I need to check my heart rate for that. Also, you can actually add how long you were in that zone for. So I held 425 watts for 40 seconds before I failed. You could mark that 40 seconds. So next time you do the test to gauge your performance, you can check to see if you can increase your output. So you might be able to hold 450 watts. If you can't, you can always check how long you held 425 watts for. So if this time I held 425 watts for 40 seconds, I might be able to hold it for 55 seconds next time if I can't get just on that 450 mark. So based on that, you can check both your performance based on heart rate and your performance based on your wattage output. That's it for this video. If you did like the video, you can click on the avocado and subscribe. If you want to check out my latest FTP test, you can click on the playlist there. If you want to check out the 5 fastest road bikes on Zwift, then you can click on the playlist below. But until next time, thanks for watching and ride on!